Good morning, everyone. Today, we are commemorating the 79th anniversary of the Araw ng Kagitingan with the theme, Kagitingan ay gawing gabay, pandemya ay mapagtatagumpayan. To start with our program, let us all stand for the singing of anthems. The national anthem of Japan, followed by the United States of America and the Republic of the Philippines. We will now proceed to the wreath-laying ceremony to be administered by the Armed Forces of the Philippines. First to offer the wreath is Mayor Carlos F. Pizarro Jr. of the Municipality of Pilar, Bataan. 2nd District of Bataan, Congressman Jose Enrique S. Garcia III. Garcia of the province of Bataan will offer the wreath. He will be accompanied by the military host, Colonel Edwin Paredes of the Infantry Kaugnay 7th Division, Philippine Army. Now may we call on the Governor of Bataan, Albert S. Garcia, for his welcome remarks.
His Excellency, President Rodrigo Roa Duterte, Ambassador Koshikawa Kazuhiko of the Embassy of Japan, Mr. John Law, Charge the Affairs of the Embassy of the United States of America, Bataan Provincial and Municipal Government officials, department heads and employees of the Bataan Provincial Capital, sa mga magigiting nating veterano kasama ang kanilang pamilya, mga minamahal kong kababayan. Sa araw na ito, ating pong ginugunita ang ika-79 na anibersaryo ng Araw ng Kagitingan. Ika-9 ng Abril 1942, ibinaba ng magkakamping mga Pilipino at Amerikano ang kanilang mga armas matapos ang 3 buwan na pakikipaglaban sa mga manlulupig. Bagamat ito'y paggunita ng isang pagsuko, ang araw na ito ay siya ring nagbakas ng Bataan sa kamalayan ng mundo bilang sagisag ng sakripisyo at katapangan. Ang magigiting nating sundalo ang nagbigay inspirasyon sa sambayanang Pilipino na manatiling matatag sa harap ng karahasan ng mga mananakop. Sa kasalukuyan, napapaloob muli ang mundo sa isang digmaan, isang kakaibang gera laban sa pandemyang COVID-19. Hindi po matatawaran ang tulong at kooperasyong ibinigay ng iba't ibang individual at sektor. Higit sa lahat, saludo ako sa lahat ng ating mga frontline workers na walang humpay na naglilingkod at nagbubuwis ng buhay. Muli po nating paghugutan ng aral ang mga karanasan ng ating mga kapwa Pilipino noong World War II. Alalahanin po natin pagkaraan ng Fall of Bataan noong 1942, mahigit 2 taon pang pagtitiis, sakripisyo at pakikibaka ang lumipas bago nagwakas ang digmaan sa Pilipinas, sa Asya at sa buong mundo. Sa konteksto pong ito natin maunawaan ang diwa ng ating paggunita sa araw na ito. Kagitingan ay gawing gabay, pandemya ay mapagtatagumpayan. Paano natin maipamamalas ang kagitingan sa sitwasyon natin ngayon? Di tulad ng mga kawal noong 1942, di natin kailangan magpaputok ng baril o kanyon at pisikal na makipagtunggali sa mga armadong kalaban. Kailangan lamang natin maging matatag, determinado at magkaisa sa ating pagkilos upang puksain ang COVID-19. Ang ating mga sandatang pangkalusugan ay simpleng-simple, ngunit napatunayang napaka-epektibo. Sa ganitong paraan, ang ating mga ospital at healthcare workers ay hindi mapupuspos sa dami ng critical na pasyente. Habang ginagampanan ang inyong mahalagang tungkulin sa labang ito, naghahanda naman po kami sa pamahalaan upang gawing ganap ang pagprotekta sa mga Bataenyo sa pamamagitan ng vaccination program. Sa lalong madaling panahon ay hangad po na mabakunahan kahit man lang 70% ng populasyon sa ating lalawigan. Ngayong katatapos lamang ng linggo ng pagkabuhay, pagmasdan po natin ang malaking krus sa Mount Samat at ating pagnilayan ang simbolismo nito. Tulad ni Kristo, ang ating mga bayani ay nag-alay ng kanilang buhay upang tayo ay mabigyan ng pag-asa at ng bagong buhay. Sundan natin ang kanilang mga yapak. Patuloy nating ipagtanggol ang ating mga tahanan at pamayanan sa pamamagitan ng disiplina, sa pamamagitan ng malasakit. Manalig tayo na sama-sama makakamit natin ang tagumpay laban sa pandemya, patungo sa kinabukasang punong-puno ng pag-asa. Maraming salamat po sa inyo at naway pagpalain tayo ng buong may kapal.
Thank you, Governor Albert Garcia. May we hear the message of His Excellency Koshikawa Kazuhiko of the Embassy of Japan.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. I am deeply honored to be part of today's ceremony to solemnly remember the fall of Bataan 79 years ago. I wish to express our deepest respect and heartfelt condolences to everyone who suffered and died during those fateful days. Since the war ended, Japan has devoted itself to being a peace-loving nation. It is our vow not to turn our back on this time-honored pledge. Echoing what our prime ministers have consistently conveyed, Japan would never again repeat the devastation of war. Mindful of the lessons of the past, Japan has focused its effort on building upon the foundation of friendship and cooperation that have led us to what we have now, a solid partnership between Japan and the Philippines. This year marks the 65th anniversary of diplomatic relations, as well as the 10th anniversary of strategic partnership between our two nations. Taking stock of the immense progress we have made in broad area of cooperation on various issues such as infrastructure development, disaster risk reduction, medical and health sector, agriculture, the Mindanao peace process, and maritime security, particularly for the peace and stability in South China Sea. We can confidently say that our bilateral relations have never been better, one that His Excellency President Duterte called the golden age of our strategic partnership. As nations adhering to the fundamental values of democracy and rule of law, Japan and the Philippines, together with like-minded nations such as the United States, are working closely today to promote peace and prosperity in the Pacific region. We are determined to help in maintaining a free and open Indo-Pacific region for future generations. In spite of the unprecedented challenges we are facing due to the pandemic caused by a hateful virus, Japan has sought to augment the Philippines' healthcare capacity by extending grant assistance such as the provision of state-of-the-art medical equipment and setting up laboratory surveillance sites across the country. In addition, Japan has also extended two massive budget support loans to augment the Philippine government fund to fight against COVID-19. We will continue to cooperate and work in solidarity with the Philippines until we overcome this pandemic. Ladies and gentlemen, decades ago, our relations are challenged by tragic war. Now we have become special friends who are closer than brothers. As we commemorate the bravery of the soldiers, rest assured that Japan will relentlessly do its part for this friendship to flourish and endure. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat.
From the United States of America, let us all listen to the message of Charge d'Affaires, Mr. John Law.
Distinguished guests, honored veterans and their loved ones, friends and colleagues. Magandang umaga sa inyong lahat. Thank you for the opportunity to participate in this event as we come together to observe the 79th Day of Valor, Araw ng Kagitingan. It's a great honor to represent the United States as we pay tribute to the indomitable Filipino and American soldiers who fought and sacrificed during the Battle of Bataan, and to all those civilians who risked their own safety to comfort and assist them. We offer our most sincere and undying gratitude for their bravery, and we shall always remember the debt we owe them for defending and securing our freedom. In years past, on the morning of April 9th, we've gathered at the Mount Sama National Shrine to honor and celebrate the heroism of our Filipino and American soldiers. Today, for reasons we all understand, we've gathered virtually in the face of a new type of challenge. But though we are not there in person, we are there in spirit. And even as we face the trying circumstances created by the pandemic, from the experiences and examples of those brave men and women, we still draw strength and inspiration. We still learn from the lessons they bequeath to us. We still take hope and faith from their courage, their determination, their perseverance, their resilience, their character. They gave all they had. Without hesitation, they gave more than could be humanly expected for the freedoms of both of our countries. The fall of Bataan was the largest surrender of American and Filipino troops. In the terrible march of death which followed, tens of thousands of Filipino and American prisoners of war were forced to plod and trudge and tramp over 60 miles from Bataan to Pampanga. We don't know exactly how many died. We know they all suffered from exhaustion, starvation, thirst, brutality. Those who survived came home with scars and wounds. Far too many never came home at all. Throughout those terrible years of war, Americans and Filipinos fought side by side in the cause of freedom. For that, please know, you have the eternal respect and gratitude of the American people. As we reflect this morning on that dreadful price, as we remember and honor our veterans' lives and legacies and extraordinary valor, let us always vow to fulfill our duty to keep alive that freedom for which they fought and sacrificed their youth and their lives. Let us continue to work together to do all in our power to preserve peace, promote prosperity, and strengthen the bonds of friendship between our peoples. To all our veterans and their families, we remember and we draw strength from those memories. To all those who still serve and sacrifice to meet the challenges of today, we thank you for your dedication and bravery. To all of you, from the bottom of our hearts, the United States says, thank you and mabuhay.
And now, let us all listen to the message of President Rodrigo Roa Duterte, Republic of the Philippines.
I join the entire nation in the solemn commemoration of the Araw ng Kagitingan. This day is a firm reminder to all of us to the unyielding determination of the Filipino to prevail over all forms of adversity. The valor of our ancestors exhibited during their gallant defense of Bataan almost 8 decades ago has left an indelible mark on our history and forged in the indomitable spirit to rise above every fall. As we overcome the current pandemic, we take a moment to honor our selfless and dedicated health workers and the essential frontliners whose unrelenting commitment in this fight reflects the heroism and fortitude of the brave warriors of Bataan. Today, let us offer our deepest respect to the heroes of both the past and the present by striving to become worthy heirs to the nation that they fought and bled for. Mabuhay ang bayaning Pilipino.